Knowledge
bridge. Knowledge bridge.
Filler. Knowledge. We are live.
Well, yeah, we did notice
probably
that
the show
probably
might have
started.
Yeah.
I just need to post this online. It's so great. I need to post it.
Hello, world out there. That's good. I don't know.
So post. Now we can get the show started. Now everything's cool. It's online. People know we exist. Ooh.
Welcome to, it was the wrong one, welcome to Open Clouds Dev number, who has counted? I did the counting.
So well, 10, 20, 22.
Yes, sir, at least we pretend to, because last time
We made it 20.
Potato. Oh, it's just, you know. Wow.
Tomato.
22 weeks. 22 weeks. 22 weeks older. 22 weeks more experience. One host richer. So yeah, you know, that's what I call evolution.
I'm back. When the internet was still made of wood.
Yes, I remember when my router had a chamber to burn coal. And wood.
They had kind of like a race. I don't know. I think Carsten told me about it. When they had it in Africa, like a race to get data transformed, spot A to spot B. And actually they raised the internet service provider with a mail pigeon. And they just gave the pigeon a 4 gigabyte USB stick. Put the files on and sent the pigeon over. And actually, once it arrived at that time, they were under 5% download finish. So
Okay.
Original PigeonNet. Well. This was of course in a very ancient time, and broadband internet has also covered these areas of the earth. It's a very nice example of the early ages of the internet. Yes, of course not. We're still kind of a deaf country.
Badum. It was great. It was great to see you guys. Have a great week. Awesome.
Nah.
we were basically discussing when we started the show, Dom, you were talking about the magical cube.
Oh yeah.
That you were basically.
Okay, let me first scramble it randomly around. So, yes, people might object that you cannot be truly random. Also, you will have like muscle memory, and some moves that you try to cube are also not fully randomized. So you could get tell you how to make it scrambled again. But I hope that this is scrambled enough for the time being. And
it could be harder. This is a live show. Take the easy route.
I tried to scramble a bit more, but well, you always end up with some colors or some same colors on the side. So actually, just prior before going live, we had this discussion that I fancy this cube, and actually it's not that kind of black magic. So I told the others how I actually learned it. And we were on holiday, and out of nowhere, he just had this cubing phase, and he tried to be better at solving the cube, etc. And he was like, hey, we don't have anything to do. What about we try to find a toy store and get yourself a Rubik's Cube. And then you start, and then I will teach you. So this is what he did. So this is how it starts on the white layer, and have made small spots inside. You can see white and yellow. But if you try to do this in a dim light of a pub or candlelight, etc., then it's very difficult to distinguish white and yellow. So that's why I joined these points inside. So it makes it a bit easier. Please guys, go on. Anything else? While I just solve this cube.
While talking about solving this cube, what I find a question I have. Is there always only one solution, like one way to solve it, or are there theoretically a lot?
Well, yes and no. So basically, the way I am solving the cube is that I have specific algorithms for specific situations. And I am doing a very slow approach that is called layer by layer. So I start bottom layer and solve this. Now I have just finished the layer below it as well. As you can see, which is basically part of the understanding of the cube. And now I'm starting corners over here. It's already solved. This yet needs to be changed. So for this situation, I have a specific algorithm to solve the specific scenario without scrambling up the whole cube. There are more complex algorithms that have a bigger pattern of solutions. Put it that way. And so basically, layer by layer, only takes about more or less 8 algorithms to fully solve the cube. If you take other especially cubing methods like the Furious method, I think it has like 50 algorithms. So of course, if you have more situations, you can shorten the way to solve cube. So that means when you're cubing, you get 3 times, like I think it's about 6 seconds right now. That's something where you are using other algorithms to solve. Compared to what I'm doing. So actually like really groundwork understanding. I know how to basically step by step get this solved into a solved state.
I understand. Other technical webcasts have artificial intelligence. You have not need it. You all other webcasts.
And in that case, my intelligence basically not as okay as AI or like even not even basic cube, because you would use completely different methods, layer by layer, because as I said, way too slow. So right now I progress to solve the bottom layers as a layer by layer method. So now all that's left is the top and the top layer along with it.
So if I maybe build a super modern deluxe cube where every little separate group has a certain function, could I use it to train machine learning algorithm to do things?
I think the basic understanding of a cube, by the way, we have progress here, is it looks most people I think it's a very interesting example of logic and problem solving approach. Most people it looks like a scramble, and my pencil is feeling of the colors instead of assigning them. Once you understand that the cube is a very strict mathematical and logic puzzle. For example, the colors or the sides themselves never change the position of each other. So the cube is evolved. Nope, I can't. Carsten was asking whether we can hear him, but we cannot. I can't.
Oh no! We see your lips moving. We don't see you speaking.
Oi. Yes, now I listen frantically, but you can't hear you. Well, just thumbs up. So basically, yellow and white are always opposite each other. So because centers are a fixed cross. So everything else rotates around them. But this means that where the colors end up is always cannot be changed. So this is part of the cube.
Because that's super interesting. I was I was machine learning program with every whisk where I put a new color in a new place. A new follow-up will pop up depending on where this was, and I'm just figuring kind of maybe we should develop a Rubik's Cube machine learning methodology and cool stuff with that.
I think that's a great opportunity.
Ooh, hello, Carsten. Good.
Well, actually, there are tutorials on YouTube, and after my friend told me to get my first cube solved, he encouraged me to just check out tutorials on YouTube, and there we actually started to relearning patterns, trying not to forget already known patterns. Just for information, one last missing up here in the corners. So we are approaching the last step. And but in that case, just a twist of the cube, and there we go.
Magic! Wow!
And my wife doesn't like it when the cube looks like that because she says it's so boring when it's just plainly solved. I also learned that it's quite easy to make it a little bit more beautiful.
Oh wow! You're a fan now. Rubik's Cube art because normal Rubik's Cube.
Actually, once you have your past the point that you're able to solve basically by the cube, doing patterns is like a really cheap trick. It looks amazing. So if you're at a party, and you have this birthday party in a private place, of course, no COVID, or just five people, and basically you see this old cube, dusty, completely scrambled somewhere on the shelf. Or maybe lucky it's in the kitchen, like a buffet, and you just out of getting a beer, you open it, you cube, and some nonsense discussion with someone talks about blah blah, beer, put aside, and go with the cube, blah blah, you have another beer, and suddenly the cube is solved, and put it on the desk, and just go. And suddenly you hear the silence behind you, because everyone's like, what the fuck just happened? This bloody thing is solved.
Well, maybe some intelligent quotage into this show. Erno Rubik, the inventor of the Rubik's Cube, once said, "If you are curious, you'll find the puzzles around you. If you are determined, you will solve them." Awesome. So what does that tell us now?
I just loved it when actually I figured out, like, hey, if you have someone that is willing to teach you and supports you, that it's like quite an easy way to beat, or to at least face the so thought unbeatable. I mean, for at least 2 decades, I believed that, okay, that's a cube. Yes, I know it's a very complicated puzzle, and maybe one day, if I have nothing to do, and I will sit there, and maybe it is somehow solvable. Just to learn that if you have someone who's dedicated to teaching you, then all it takes is basically just a few hours of dedication to break this first wall, or maybe not to break it, but at least to chip it. And that's where actually it starts. And I think this is also what makes a lot of IT development approach, whether this is from a hacker perspective or a developer perspective, it's this idea of, if you get the first chip into something that seems unbreachable. Like this is the most efficient things can get. This is the limit of code. This is how infra is always going to work. Bam. This is the computer. I mean, all these conceptions and perceptions. Nobody needs a computer at home. I mean, all these things have been challenged again and again. And once this first chip has been into this wall, then either roots will sprout in, or people will keep chipping at exactly that small point. And basically, this makes not only does this makes a lot of development, but I think it also challenges our mindset again and again. And I think this is also what
we're basically hitting home to our show, because it is tying back into open source, knowledge transfer, openness, fairness, teaching a lot of people about how to solve complex project problems with great technology. Well, the Rubik's Cube is kind of a manual thing, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but actually, I mean, for the viewers out there, I mean, if you want to solve this cube, all you have to do is go on YouTube and look for LBL, or layer by layer Rubik's Cube, and you will get a tutorial that will teach you all the basics. You will learn the cross, the corners, the fish, the L moves, all these things, and then you will know what this just meant that I just said. And yeah, I think this is just challenge yourself if you like. Yeah, like and suddenly you have gained a new skill that to most people seems like incredible, and you think actually it's not. I mean, it's doable. So
yeah. Yeah.
So
it's with like a lot of things, you could think, like you were just saying, like just learn it, learn how to solve it. It's kind of always the same thing, the same method, how you do that. And I find that super interesting, because I've been working on expanding different of my skills, my skill set. And I've learned a lot of interesting things. For example, I've been working on creativity. And creativity is not so much something that a few lucky ones are born with and everybody else, is uncreative, but it's actually a skill you can learn.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that has guidelines, let's call it guidelines. And with these guidelines, you can become a creative person. And I just find that really, really interesting. Things that are kind of common knowledge that you've known ever since you were a kid or whatever, do turn out to be different if you look into the depths, and I find that really, really cool.
That's great. You have to tell us more about how you try to improve on creativity. But I think Carsten just said something, so your microphone is back on. Very
yeah. You're not
very loud,
but we can hear you.
Oh, no.
No, Carsten, you're wrong week. Layer 8 problems was last week, not the week before that. I'm hiding. It doesn't matter. People don't need to see me. I'll just talk a lot. That's what I'm known for. People hear me before they see me, generally.
But tell me, what are those guidelines about creativity?
Oh yeah, we were there. Yeah, it was actually a whole learning path. So there were a lot of different courses involved. And basically, some of the guidelines were, or like an important rule is, if you're gonna innovate, if you're gonna be creative, you have to create something novel, so something new, and you need to create a value add with what you're doing. Otherwise, nobody will care. That's pretty basic, right? But what you did there is, for one, you learned different methodology of being creative and innovating, which was adding to a product or an idea, or subtracting something, or multiplying an effect, or in the easiest case, it was taking something that's already there and just making it better. And then you had these nifty little creativity exercises where, for example, you were only allowed to use 4 lines, and they would tell you, hey, build a house, or draw a house, and you only had these 4 lines. Or it was create a car, create a product with these 4 lines. Or the one I personally had most fun with, and that was really it started like this whole new creative process, was you had to use your left hand, and you had to, or your non-dominant hand, which in my case was the left hand, and you had to draw a squiggle on a piece of paper. And when you've drawn that squiggle on a piece of paper, the mean instructor took you back to the actual course and said, well, from the squiggle you just made, create your product, build your product around that squiggle that you just had. And that's so super cool, because from utter nonsense, which is a left-hand scribble, you actually start thinking along the lines of, wow, this is utter and complete bullshit, but how can I make it into something cool, into something novel and something innovative? And that's basically where you're just training yourself to basically activate and test your own creativity while doing very guided exercises or very guided things. Cool. So that's pretty cool.
That sounds really, really awesome. So getting forcefully challenged. What the hell are you doing, Carsten?
No, it's the new show format. So we decided Dom is the genius, intelligent one. I'm the loud social influencer fun part, and Carsten is our DJ. He's our video DJ. Oh, see, that's good. Schrödinger's Chris.
Getting philosophical again. Oh, by the way, haha. I don't know. A small wooden enigma.
What level is that puzzle?
I don't know. It's called a clue box, and it was a recommendation from a friend. Wow. And it is great fun. And inside, because he said Schrödinger's, inside is a trapped cat. So, and you have to figure out whether it's dead or alive. So you have to basically rescue the cat. So that's the mission of this box. And yeah, so clue box. I like those things. So yeah,
just there's a really cool channel from a Canadian magician called Chris Ramsey.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
And this guy has a channel where he solves puzzles.
Have you seen this futuristic monster, this monstrosity that he has just been sent with this shining? Holy cow! I mean,
that was crazy, huh?
That's absolutely next level. I mean, that's. Keep talking and nobody explodes. No, I mean.
Millennial.
There's this Canadian, and he is basically even more nuts about puzzles than I could ever possibly be. And he has this channel on YouTube that Chris just referenced to. And I think just last week or something, he got like the new mind-blowing piece of puzzle art. And it's basically a handcrafted science fiction puzzle that goes along with like a trailer and some futuristic world set up and blah, and the cure is hidden within this compartment, and you only have like have to solve it now. And then he has this huge thing on his desk and some shining blinking lights, and then he starts basically to look at those lights, and he gets the first ideas, and then he gets the first instructions how to plug up the rest of the whole thingy, and suddenly other things start to light up, and the thing gives off a sound and starts talking to you, and then you have to find a frequency to hear into some pre-recordings that are hidden on this thing just awesome. It could be right out of a science fiction movie. So yeah, really, really cool puzzles. So
and magic tricks.
And magic tricks.
And magic tricks. I'm a big fan of magic tricks.
Cool. So basically, we have
being completely lost. I never heard of that guy. I've never seen something like that. Wait, now I'm not audible. I have no idea what you guys are talking about, but sounds awesome.
It is.
Oh, so Carsten, just to be nice and fair, you get to choose the next topic.
Yep. What should be our next topic?
Yes, please.
Go on.
A true topic, like an industry topic. Ooh. Is that okay?
All right, go for it.
Have you read about the SAP announcement yesterday?
No. Which announcement?
Yesterday, SAP basically announced that they will pretty much reduce their expectations, and they will pretty much invest a lot of money into their cloud business. Because in the current pandemic situation, in the new normal, basically people do not want to work with traditional infrastructures anymore, but work with cloud environments anymore. That was a huge announcement. I feel like SAP lost like 30%.
Oh yes, I heard.
Yes, yesterday.
I think they evened out around 20 something percent. Yeah, now it all clicks together. Yes, it's huge impact where they bought their own shares. Yeah.
Wow, there was another strange industry announcement that IBM is going to split its business.
Yes. They want to have traditional IBM and the cloud IBM, or put it differently, Red Hat will be rebranded as IBM. And the traditional IBM will be rebranded as some random old company.
Some random old company. I mean, there was economics behind it, because they figured out, hey, 80% of our business is coming from legacy, which sucks, which basically sucks if you're looking for investors and if you're looking to grow and to dominate new fields of business. And then the intelligent controller said, hey, no problem, this is tricky anyway because of taxes and stuff we need to pay and how we run the company. Let's just split this company into two.
Yes.
Which is...
And where have I heard that before? T-Systems.
I'm curious what this...
many other companies. HP. Well, looks like a trend. Yeah, sorry, I destroyed our conversation. Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're right. I think, but I think the issue is that a lot of these grave decisions, I think time will tell what the outcome will be, like the de facto outcome, apart from all shiny corporate promises, etc. So, for example, I think in many ways, for example, some decisions, especially like for example what HP did, I think in some ways the resulting products have become better.
Did it?
Well, what HP did there is actually that. No, it was genius what HP did, because HP spun off the not working part of their business, sold it to Micro Focus, and nearly tanked Micro Focus by doing that. And then they made 8 billion in the process. So that was nifty move to get rid of the competition. Oh, sorry, that was just my very personal opinion on a matter. No, it is actually. I do find it not too bad because in many cases when one company or these big IT mergers happen, we always have different agencies checking if after a merger a new agency, whatever it is maybe not bad.
Oh, I'm having an echo.
Yeah,
I hear myself.
I
And also, a viewer just said that sound is off.
Wait.
Dom, 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 dom.
Test, test, test.
Hello.
Okay, now it's getting better. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
I hate
Having instant feedback is awesome.
I don't get any. The only feedback I become is from Maria. You guys know her as well, I guess. And she's like, yeah, Chris and Dom are great, audible, and you suck. That's basically what she writes me. And I know, Chris, it's absolutely your opinion.
The cat ears, the cat
regardless
ears.
of the audio, that I might suck.
No, it's just, sometimes if you have too many moving parts, you actually end up in a kind of tech collapse.
I'll tell you this: we need to create the $1 billion idea because I've been into not so much video but audio production for quite some time in my life. And never once have I had a setup that when you leave your machine in the evening and you've not unplugged anything, everything's at the same place, you just switch your machine off and you want to return to your work the next day, you're going to be reconfiguring everything. And I don't know why this is so common in audio and video production.
Just also feedback from the crowd. I think everybody but you, Carsten. So Chris and me, we have an echo. If I
see that. I'm working on it. Give me a few seconds. Perhaps
work in progress.
Quiet for a second so I can make it work for you guys.
Dom, you know how echoes appear if you call into very large amounts, you get an echo back. So just maybe that could be an issue here.
Cast, very quiet. Cast, very quiet. I don't know. You still have echo? Or is it getting better?
Oh, the news. Oh.
Chris, just the way you sit down with the paper reminds me so much of Jim Sterling. All that crazy top hat glasses, red glasses.
Bear with us. So anything else? For sure, I don't know. Life's so boring. Oh, we shouldn't be talking, should we?
Okay, guys, it should be working for you now, for Dom and for Chris.
Ja, das Feedback, das war gerade kurz besser, okay? Something just went better.
So, I don't know if that is... I still might be doubled. So, now it should be better, I hope, at least in this view. Yeah, but I'm afraid that you might not be audible again. It's aux. So, okay, now you should be audible. Could you guys say something?
Yes. What? All right.
Yes,
No,
hello.
only your sound. Only
Yeah,
you is audible.
I know,
Nur
but
Test,
Tonspur.
it's
test.
like it's like 30 seconds behind. So
Ah. Okay. Now it says
should get better.
Is it getting better? Oh, and by the way, thanks to this literally useless Discord for giving me Insta feedback. Yeah, okay. Sounds good, no echo. Whatever you did, it worked.
Yeah, wait, I need to do that on all the other screens as well. But we can continue now.
Yeehaw, we did it.
Chris, you should be audible.
Oh, that's very, very great. Hello, audience.
Could hear you. So now you should be audible again.
All right. But Chris was just going to say something, so please switch back to the Chris.
So we switch back to that Chris guy.
Yeah.
Hello world. I've actually already said my important stuff, which is monopolies are bad, capitalism is evil, and Corona is a bitch.
Yeah, I think that's good. That sums it up quite well. And also like to emphasize the point. I'm not always a fan that companies split up and like crisscross merge around everything. But sometimes I think if companies are splitting up to get a bit more focus in what they're doing, so that they believe that it might make more sense to let's a bit like you don't want to run the whole process from raising the grain to being to selling the bread. So maybe at some point you decide to make a cut, so that you either you grow the crops or you just you bake the bread. So I think that's not too bad in the basic approach. So at least if done right. So it also bears the risk of things going utterly south, but well.
We're organic here, from farm to table.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, basically, we're at where we're talking about to table. Actually, I think that's how, especially modern IT solutions, should be thought through. So this kind of also leads back to cloud topics and stuff, and gets a bit more technical, because I think this is a really interesting time. I'm so curious how the world will look in 5 or 10 years. Although we had this 20-year lookout, but just from how it gets more and more integrated in regular life, and what kind of user profiles will emerge from the whole approach. And I think there's still a lot of ground to be covered. And so if the portfolio stays, let's say, more or less broken up and not too much monopolized, I think, yeah, Open Source Act 2028. Yeah, I think that's something to like really look forward to. And so especially if there are maybe not too many more like all this huge monolithic behemoths of companies that are like full-blown ecosystems that extinguish all other ideas. And so yeah, not too bad. So let's see what the future brings.
Hey, Carsten, I wanted to give you some room to say something. People haven't heard so much from you yet.
I just have to say a big shout out to, oh cool, thanks. Big shout out to Styles from the literally useless Discord channel, because not only does he promote us, but he is very happy that he could help us to adjust the sound. So yeah, good work, guys.
Thank you.
So what am I supposed to say? I do not have anything to say. That's the first thing. And secondly, well, you basically ignored my SAP topic. You wanted to solve Rubik cubes. I totally got it.
No, we advanced the SAP topic by the IBM topic of important announcements that big companies made this week. We were actually more on topic
But the
than we
IBM,
have ever been.
the IBM announcement was like already like 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks.
Yeah, also a few weeks prior, it was strange when basically Bethesda got bought. So from gaming perspective, that was also like huge impact.
Yeah,
Like,
and
oh no,
basically one of the first messages you got was basically like, yeah, we would not be supposed to deliver anything for PlayStation anymore. It's just one of many platforms. We have a Microsoft and the Xbox platform. What could possibly go wrong? That was basically the first thing I heard like half a day later.
Because they won't care about that in future, Carsten, because the future is streaming the games and it won't matter which device you're doing it on because it's only a stream, basically a graphic and audio stream. So actually it makes sense what they're doing there. But it's sad to see very creative studios, developers being merged into one of the most inflexible business models there is.
I think to me it looks a bit like kind of escalation of the console wars. So basically you had the several consoles, and sometimes, I mean, the biggest selling point for console is basically, of course, the games. I mean, for PC systems, you do have other use cases.
Each game, each AAA title is around 80 to $100. That is, to me, not a selling point. That's basically an offloading point. To be honest, because I just recently restarted playing my Xbox One. In the evening hours, it was like I wanted to buy a game, and I was like, $80? I can have the same game on my gaming machine for like $20.
Oh, and if it's a live title that you need to basically that you want to play cooperatively in a live environment, you have to get your Xbox Pass, and you have to basically purchase an extra. Not only that you have to provide for the internet anyway, but on top, just to consume live content, you need to purchase an extra subscription. And I think that's like a really dickish move, but I think all consoles share it. So almost in one way or another. So if you have like exclusive titles for a specific console, that also makes a huge buying point. And I think now that Microsoft starts to, when they acquired Bethesda, I think that's like a huge step towards getting a stronger hold on basically pushing their own product lines. So
yes, exactly, and they basically, from my perspective, they basically repeat what they did like 20 years ago, 25 years ago. They tried to get people into their ecosystem, although the ecosystem looks a little bit more open, but frankly, it is not more open; it is more fragmented, and that's an ugly thing. By the way, I'm again told that we have echo problems. Can somebody please confirm?
Okay, our last feedback I had was that you are still a bit not too loud compared to the others, so compared to us, but no echo reports yet.
My undercover reporter just quit. He said he cannot bear the audio quality, and he shall be preparing for a real good format coming up on Friday.
Wow.
Yeah, but then he said it's getting better.
True.
So now, no updates, no news.
My spy basically told me still echo.
Are you running a full duplex driver for the sound?
I'm going to show you what a full duplex driver for the sound might look like.
Why is it that people with this immense setups, like with microphone here and there, and like 7 different kind of speaker setups and multi-console, blah, and all I do is just run my stupid Surface.
Hey, should we do something really special just because I can do it now? Kind of behind the scenes.
I'm able to understand the sound problems a little better.
We'll do the behind the scenes thing, because everybody always only gets to see this one part and the rainbow, but this is actually a full full range production studio, as everybody can see, because ever since Corona, ever since lockdown, I've moved into my stylish loft office.
Nice. Well played, sir. I mean, actually, if I do the camera shift around, oh my god, that's catastrophical. Nope. Too much stuff and technology, and there's... Should have switched that off. No, whatever.
I learned a little bit about the audio problems, because I was basically hearing into our transition on LinkedIn for a second. You guys sound great. I sound like
well, great setup, Mr. Yeah. Diets.
We'll do this differently. We need to do a second iteration of open.clouds.dev. So we'll choose either something really old school. We'll start Age of Empires 2 online session, connect via the normal internet, and then stream via that. Or we could stream using Second Life. Each of us makes themselves an avatar. Or we could go all millennial crap and do Animal Crossing.
Well, I'm actually bad at both, so.
Or we'll have we could have a text-based Open Clouds Dev next time. We'll write each other SMS and MMS.
Oh, that sounds great. Yeah, just like the old MUDs, like old multi-user dungeons, and then we just.
The good old days. Oh,
okay.
Huh.
Now we can actually see. That's interesting.
Could we perhaps
Carsten is the only one who looks like in decent high resolution.
Yeah, but that is absolutely that's typically because.
But he hasn't got any sound. That's fair again. He saved all the kilobytes in sound stream to upgrade his video picture.
What's wrong?
So. I want to go home.
Well, it was really fun chatting with you today, Dom.
Yeah, definitely, and I'm very sorry that Carsten. So at least, we're lucky that at least we could be heard. So, and not that the whole sound system just broke down and it has been like really silent stream. So
no.
There is.
It's more on my end. There is an awesome issue here with the sound. I have to reinstall the whole sound system again. But nonetheless, the point is, I look perfect because I have a perfect camera.
It has nothing to do with the restreaming from
no, absolutely not.
Source changing.
Because I get you in like somewhat limited quality.
Yeah.
But that is basically because you are using like ordinary webcams. That's the difference there.
Whoa! The signal I am sending you, my good friend, is in 4K, 30 frames per second. Which should be good enough for any TV video webinar production.
Looking at your internet connection, you are sitting in Nuremberg. Now the signal has to travel to Frankfurt, then has to be routed to Berlin. Then it needs to come from Berlin to where I am located. And all of that via telecom lines. So what do you expect in the end? I would expect a quality around 32K.
Then in Berlin, they print it out, ship the documents on a car over to Carsten's place, where they have to digitize them.
That is actually what I would expect. No, it's basically the quality that I get from Skype. I have a small advantage there. But you guys look way better than I, because you look way better in nature.
Oh, that's so nice.
Oh, flabbergasting.
Oh well.
Did we had any more complaints about the sound within the past few minutes?
Yet. Actually, no. Seems quite cool. So
perhaps let me check it again in when going live, because when I do that, I cannot hear you. So you can basically tell bad jokes in between. So I'm going to check that now.
We have about like 5 more minutes, so let's just start something with technology and cloud and whatever.
The Cloud Report, sponsoring open.clouds.dev.
Okay. I'm back. I'm able to hear you again. I heard that we have like 4 more minutes.
Believe in the Open Source Act of 2028.
Yes, sir. And now I'm told that I am again too silent, too quiet. I want to go home. I want to go home.
I'm hiding behind Dom.
What is going on here? Skype is today a pain in the ass. I mean, it's usually a pain in the ass, but today it's a...
Breathe in, breathe out.
No, it's always just Chris. I feel like he's doing that on purpose. Remember, he had his... I don't know what is going on here. Is there anything that I can basically change there? I give you the ability to allow hardware acceleration. No. So, there we go. There you are again, Chris.
Oh.
Today the internet hates me.
No.
Not more.
It's just a feeling.
Not more than any other day. I know.
I think the internet is good to you. The internet is nice. It likes you. It's a friend.
The internet is my friend. The internet is my friend. Actually, it's weird. Ever since the lockdown, the internet is pretty much my everything. Think about that. Think about that. Yes.
I think if we lost like TV signal for 2 weeks, I wouldn't even recognize.
I was just sent some sort of a story why it is so disturbed today, because we have become too influential.
Oh,
so you think their shutting is down?
Yes,
they want us
to
stop
trying,
promoting,
but they do not have any chance because of the upcoming Open Source Act
2028. They want to stop us.
2028, yes, sir. Vive la revolution!
Open Source Act 2028, and they want to stop us, but they can't. Can't stop the message. And stop punching me.
Too late. We need more time.
Yeah, but I think if we subtract the technical issue factor, no, that's actually definitely not blame you. It's just like
yeah, please go ahead. I'm switching over to somebody who is doing nice things in parallel.
So I have a really good idea here. Today, now we've kind of figured out how the technology works. And next week we'll have just with the new edition DOM, we'll have a really old school open clouds dev. We'll find loads of little news articles that we find interesting, and we'll have a real slide deck, and we'll talk about interesting stuff. And it's not a democratic process. You get to choose your article and we talk about it.
Sounds good.
But where is the article that basically praises Dom and Christopher at the same time? Where can I find that article?
The Cloud Report, if Carsten writes the article.
Oh, I actually have to write an article. And Friederike, the editor-in-chief of the Cloud Report, which again did not join us for a second consecutive time in a row.
50% of user base.
She's that's why I'm referencing that in the end. She basically was very unfriendly this morning. She said, "Look, I'm reaching out to Christopher, for example, for some good news, and he's reacting, and you." I leave out some words. You don't manage to write that stupid article. Only 10 pages. no pictures allowed, no graphics allowed, just pure and sheer text. Where's the problem?
I'm imagining you in the morning with your cup of coffee, getting out your typewriter.
Wait, listen.
Oh, mechanical keyboard.
That's my mechanical keyboard, and it actually sounds like a typewriter.
A modern typewriter, though. A modern typewriter.
But actually, I switched to mechanical keyboards like 3 weeks ago, and it was the best decision I made. Really, I really liked it.
Game is approved. Yeah, I think I would never ever change mechanical keyboard and wired mouse. So I think just knowing that my mouse has a battery that might be able to die in the worst possible moment is just unbearable stress. So I go for Kevlar cord every day.
So what might this most unbearable moment be if you need to quickly scroll away from video scenes that you aren't prepared for?
You mean like beyond alt tabbing?
That is basically that is a very awesome point of time to end the stream.
Open questions.
Let's understand that as a cliffhanger. Let's understand that as a cliffhanger.
All right.
I'm currently imagining just the situation. I'm just imagining the situation. When does that happen, Chris?
Well, when does that happen? Now try to figure that one out. And I only have one hand I can... No.
No.
When I am shaving my head and trying to check
I was referencing that. I was actually shaving my head.
Oh.
Let's stop it here.
I think, yeah, when you said that's a good moment to stop, I think that it was a good moment to stop.
Guys, I love you.
Bye.
I'd like to see you next week, and I promise we will have new audio problems because Windows.
That's great. Thanks for finding new audio problems every week. Great duty, sir.
Always my
for the
pleasure.
Cloud Egg. For the open source egg. Oh god, I said for the Cloud Egg. I'm stupid. Open source.
Act
28.
Dom, let's continue it because I want to see how long Chris can hold his breath.
Okay. See you.